None of it defines you. Not the failures, not the success, not the weakness, not the strength, not the moments of high, the moments where you're overjoyed, where you're happiest, where you feel this never-ending, static, constant, euphoric experience, and not the saddest moments of your life. Not the moments where you feel like the people you trusted the most let you down. Not the moments you feel like no matter how hard you try, life is always pushing back against your desires, your goals, and the work ethic you've done, the work ethic you've had, and the work you've done and you work towards is just not paying back. None of it defines you. That's the craziest thing to truly understand, to truly comprehend. This entire journey, as we experience it, has its own life. It has its own breath. It has its own ups and downs. And to certain degrees, we are in charge. To certain degrees, we get to control, plan our lives. And to perhaps an equal amount of degree, we are also in complete surrender. Whether we choose to surrender or not is almost irrelevant, because we will surrender no matter what. The decisions, or the choice really in the middle of it, is that are we going to accept it, or are we going to fight against it? Are we going to be at peace with it, or are we going to be defiant and fight back, resist it? That resistance towards the world around you, which you cannot possibly control, is the source of the stress. That resistance towards the world around you, which you can't possibly plan for, is the source of your depression. You've been told that the world is going to turn to your favor. Your life is going to go a certain way, a certain plan is going to work out if you do A, B, and C. And perhaps you've done that. You've listened to that recipe, that old recipe, but it hasn't produced the result that you've been searching. My message to you is welcome to life. My message to you is this is planet Earth, and congratulations for opening your eyes for the first time. This is not your fault. You are not to be blamed. You are not even the victim of this story. You are simply at the wrong place at the wrong time. The generation before you did not teach you the right lessons which you needed. It's only because they were also suffering themselves. It's only because they were also lost themselves. The same way you compare a computer today to a computer 25 years ago, to a computer 5 years ago for that matter, you can easily identify the weaknesses. You can easily identify how slow it is, how every element of it needs to be retouched. That is us as human beings. That is us as we give birth to the next generation. Every generation that comes after us is far smarter than us. Every generation that comes after us has so much more intelligence, has so much more to offer to this world, and has such a better understanding of what this world is about, such a better perspective of this world. So this is not your fault, but you do have a responsibility. For as long as you're breathing, you have a responsibility to create the best life for yourself and the people around you. Now, are you doing that? That's my question. Are you creating the best life for yourself and the people around you? Do you wake up every day with that goal in your mind? This doesn't have to be the main focus of your daily routine, daily career. But it certainly deserves to be the background, the backbone, the foundation of what it is that we're working towards. Anything you buy, anything you study, any class you take, any exercise you do, is it going to improve your life? If the answer is yes, chances are it's worth doing. If the answer is yes in the immediate future, chances are there's something to look into. If the answer is yes in the far future, there might be something to consider. And if the answer is absolutely no, then perhaps you should ask yourself the question of what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? If what I'm pursuing right now, if this moment of my life which is being spent on this task is not making my life better, and this is not to be confused with chores and errands and responsibilities of life. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about hobbies. We're talking about desires. We're talking about the things that you save your money for. And then once you spend that money, how does that make you feel? The new car you bought, the new bike you bought, the new vacation you're planning for. How do these things come together and shape this life? The reality is, none of it defines us. Not the success, not the failure, not the gain, not the loss, not the win, not the lose, not the desire, not the contentment. What defines you is your existence. What defines you is your understanding of your purpose, which can possibly change. And that's okay. It's okay to allow your purpose to change. That is part of the cycle. It may or may not, but you must be open to it. You must be aware of that. You must be able to catch it if it comes your way. It's the end of my rant. The most important part of my story today is that nothing defines you. Once you truly get that, you start to experience absolute freedom. You can fiercely fail. You can miserably succeed. None of it defines who you are as a human being. Thank you.